Hey guys, Banana Luck here and welcome back to another Virtual Realms video. So we have exciting news today. We just on refresh or rather reset, we actually can see the weekly banners. So as many content creators have casted the rumors since last week, there is actually a Hatsutt Artemis banner that is coming up this weekend. So I think Hatsutt requires no introduction. She is amazing as a hero, and lots of people who have seen videos from data mining and all that saying that she actually has a drop rate almost equal to a lot. And I consider myself pretty lucky. I was a free-to-play player until I met Hatsutt banner, and I didn't actually get her after spending all my resources. And that very night, I decided that I'm gonna start spending on this game, and I bought a pack, just one pack, and I got Hatsutt in like my first 10 pulls. It was amazing. So yeah, Hatsutt's an amazing hero. GR3, GR2, and even GR1 if you have Torador. That's exactly how I ran her to actually clear GR1 with only Vienna as a mage. So if you're interested, I will try to remember to link that video in the description below so you can check it out. If you have Hatsutt, Torador, and you're lacking other damage sources to clear gear at 121, you can check that out and see how that works. And of course, a bomb was a big part to play. And just briefly taking a look at her skill kit, I think why she's such an amazing hero is first of all her cost is pretty low, 12 cost. And even though her damage is not the highest for marksmen, she does have a very bursty ultimate, dealing damage up to 5 enemies nearby, dealing at max. How much is that? 230% AoE damage every 0.3 seconds, lasting for 3 seconds. And this effect duration goes up to 4, which means that you do 13 times 230%. So that's pretty nuts, and it's only on 5 enemies, so gear it 1, it's sometimes a stretch to really get her working. You really need her in very good gear, but other content like gear it 3, this is perfect, because on the right side is always 3 enemies and 4 enemies when you reach gear it 321, so that's why she's so good. And basic hits, it's 50% damage per hit, and then 20% damage to one nearby enemy with each hit. There's another one which, her attack bounces to another target, and each enemy hit by it, suffers defense reduction, which goes up to 30% at max level. And last but not least, the best part of her kit is actually her invisibility state. So when she's deployed, she gains invisibility for 40 seconds at max level. And every time she kills, she increases her attack by 7% at max level, and that stacks up to 5 times, which makes her pretty good for Gear 1, just for this reason. And awakenings wise, I'll be honest, her best awakening is like Awaken 5, because that gives her 1 extra second on her ultimate, which means 3 more extra bursts. And penetration at A4 is nice. A3 is increased invisibility, which is not that great in my opinion, unless you have her exclusive artifact, which gives her extra damage boost when she's invisible. But other than that, her A1 and A2 are pretty neat. This is extra damage from her bounces. And then this one is, basic attack, which, works really well on a hero that has a low base attack in the first place. You can see I have built mine up pretty well. Not the best, but you can see I have over 200% extra attack bonus, and crit damage is 184.5%. Add that up, that's 334%. And this has served me well in Arena, Gear 1, Gear 3, Gear 2 as well. So that's my Hatsutt build, and I really don't need to sell her anymore because she's just that great. But today we do want to take a closer look at Artemis. So Artemis is interesting by design. Not just aesthetically how he looks, but also his skill kit as well. This guy looks freaking cool with his crew outfit and all, and his gun looks like a plasma rifle. That's all I admit it. We love this type of stuff, especially in a game like Watcher of Realms. So let's run through his kit, and then we'll take a look at his awakenings as well. But first of all, let's look at his attack. Okay, 5.5k. That's pretty high. I don't think I don't think Vienna has that high of an attack. Let's just go to mages. Actually, not sure if they'll put him in the mages category. But let's just look at the mages here. Comet, 4.6k. Vienna, 4.3k. I think you guys see where I'm going. Where's that last guy? Yes, Boris. 4.6k. Okay, I can start to see why this guy is pretty good. Because on the first look, it looks like he has one of the highest base attacks when compared to any other mages. Hope I didn't miss any one of the mages out. I think maybe Ajax, but yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. But on first look, range-wise that's average, but attack-wise it's pretty high. Attack interval 3 seconds, that's a bit higher than usual, which isn't great, but it's okay. We can always remove that down as attack speed. And because it's counters, he gets that inbuilt 3% crit rate as long as you have enough counters units, so that's nice. And let's see, basic attack grants attack base healing to one ally in range. So from my understanding, he cannot attack unless he has his ultimate on. So if he doesn't have his ultimate, he's just going to be healing most of the time. And his talent, when healing allies applied with blood craving, restores 2% rage, which just means that, you know, whenever he's healing, instead of attacking, he's going to be gaining rage pretty quickly as long as they have blood craving applied to them, which we'll get to shortly, which is, you know, his passive. So first passive, during the ultimate, heals up to 3 allies around the target with 100% healing multiplier upon hit. But basic attack still prioritizes enemies, unless there are only allies in range, and this goes up to 150%. And then this is just healing multiplier as well. And then we're talking about blood craving earlier, so periodically locks onto allies, excluding himself, throws sanguine tonic on them. When hitting a target, applies blood craving to nearby allies and heals them with 120% healing multiplier. So this goes down to 20%, and it means that every time he heals allies around him, he's going to restore 2% rage. And given the fact that he only heals if he doesn't have his ultimate on, that means that this is going to be helping him to, you know, get back some rage pretty quickly. So assuming that this, how long does this last for? 10 seconds. So to get his attack interval down to 1.5, I'm guessing that's going to be 6 shots, so 18% each. And on average, every minute he's gonna get back like what, 54% rage if he's not using his ultimate at all. So fairly alright, I think. It's just a good mechanism to ensure that, you know, when he's healing, he's also getting back his ultimate quickly. And onto his ultimate, this is where the juicy stuff is. So Artemis has been cited to be very good because he's another one of those mages, or rather healer, that has anti-heal. And anti-heal is going to be very important in the new GR3 dungeon. So that's why lots of people are gunning for him, because if they don't have Lucia, he's the one to go for. If not, you have to go for the likes of A1 Korea. And yeah, that's honestly not very good odds. And yeah, Artemis just presents himself at the right time, you know, for this particular content. And bearing in mind that Artemis can also do quite well in GR3, if you saw Dan Hellman's video, sorry if I butchered his name, he showcased soloing Artemis, using Artemis to solo 120. So I think he's not only going to be useful in GR4, GR1 as well. Not sure if he'll be used for maybe something like GVG as well, but I doubt it because his range is too puny. But yeah, lots of ways that you can actually use him, even though you know, he's gonna be a new hero that is, from kit wise, doesn't sound very amazing, but I think he just fits very well into GR1 and especially into GR4, bearing in mind that Boris, which also has anti-heal, doesn't work in GR4 because he doesn't he's unable to freeze the mobs that they are immune to freeze. And if there's no freeze, he cannot apply anti-heal on them. So what a neat way for Winton to actually earn more money by selling Artemis to us, and also, you know, nothing that damn broken hero at the same time. So awakenings wise, I've taken a look before this, I'll be honest. I think the best awakenings for him are A1 and A2. So A1 during the ultimate increases his crit rate by 50%, which makes him a lot easier to build. A2 is just flat attack, which is nice, but A3... Okay, A3 is actually not too bad, because increases the blood craving to 15 seconds instead, and given that, you know, there's a 20-second cooldown, that's gonna be a higher uptime. So 45 seconds divided by 1.5, that's gonna be 30 hits on average, and 30 times 2, that's gonna be like what? 60% rage every minute that he gains back. So I stand corrected. A1 to A3 is fine, but A4 rage regen, this is just not that important, I feel. And then A5 is just extra heal, so yeah, I think A1 to A3 is really where the juicy stuff is. This ensures that he has higher ultimate uptime, higher attack, and this just makes him way easier to be built, because if you're getting those shitty gears from GR3 that are not giving you crit rate, you could probably just slap that on Artemis, because the only time he needs crit rate is during his ultimate. So yeah, if you're asking me guys whether you should pull for this banner, I think it's a no-brainer. We have two great heroes. Hatsutt is great, I've tested her out extensively. Artemis is not that much. I think even if damage wise he's going to be lacking, I think the anti-heal is going to come in very handy for Gear 4. Gear 1 as well, replaces Lucia completely, and this guy also does damage as well, so it's just really a no-brainer to go after him, and he looks pretty good on theory, just due to the high base attack that he has. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video guys. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you have any questions about the heroes, let me know in the comment section below. So who should pull for this? Everyone should pull for this. If you have Hatsutt, dupes of her are nice. If you already have Lucia, Boris, too bad, those two heroes suck. It's better that you get Artemis instead. And there's also a nice little Oleg there as well as one of the 10x epics, so makes this a really hard to pass by in terms of, you know, banner quality. The only downside is that, you know, it's a 10x banner, not a 2x 10x banner. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video guys. If you found it helpful, feel free to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot. And I'll see you in the next video, and good luck on your summons. Goodbye.